What we're going to be talking about today is the Ascended Heroes prices, and we're going to go into Phantasmal Flames and Mega Evolution and just talk about the market. Hey guys, it's Coach Trainer, and we're going to get into talking about the market. I've got the Ascended Heroes product line pulled up here, and you can already see how expensive product is right now. And there's only two products out there right now. We have the Mega Evolution Ascended Heroes Tech Sticker Collection Ghastly promo, and then we have the Charmander promo. There it is. We have the Charmander promo, and as you can see, I mean, these are supposed to be, I think, what did we say earlier, like $16.99, something like that, and they're selling upwards of $40 online right now, and that is absolutely insane. I know that they're struggling with getting product out there, but there's no reason why this shouldn't be just available to everybody. You know, having at least the 2-pack blisters. I know those got pushed back to February 20th with the ETBs. So, you know, just looking at how much these are going for is absolutely insane. And I understand the frustration with a lot of people in being able to purchase it. And I made a comment in my last video about product being sold at a higher markup on store owners and you know, some of the people that follow on YouTube, and they mark up their prices, and I wholly support you supporting them instead of the scalpers. And I think that if they're gonna have to raise their prices and that's just the prices that it's gonna be, then supporting them over the scalpers is what we should all be doing. And I know that it's expensive, and you can go hopefully buy it at Walmart or Target, but at that point you're just hoping, and instead of getting product in your hands. You know, I'm starting to come around as I'm getting into this more and more, understanding why the prices are the way they are whenever the market is up. And you know, at first I was kind of like distant from the idea of selling above MSRP, and then I realized that the business is going to be around in the up and the down market. The scalpers are only around during the up market. So if they can't scalp and flip product, then they're no longer in the hobby. And so, I mean, I think that what is going on is just difficult on many store owners, even though they may be cutting a huge profit. You know, at least that money is then getting returned back into the hobby for more product for everybody. And when we're looking at scalpers, we're just talking money to be made and money to be spent elsewhere outside the hobby. And the way I see it is, at least store owners are putting money back into the hobby and trying to get more and more product out there for everybody. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you the list of products and what the pre-sale prices are going for right now. And man, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. I was watching Nostalgianomics stream with the rip and ship that he was running, and I mean, he was selling packs for $18, crazy, and people were buying them. You know, I guess my understanding of really any hobby is the money out there is just really unknown. I don't know how to kind of quantify it really, but there are whales out there spending a lot of money on stuff, and not everybody is like me or like you, and they they only have a certain budget in mind, and whenever a product is this high, it's just out of budget. And I would hope that that doesn't discourage you to get out of the hobby, because the up and down times will ebb and flow, and you know, maybe we just got to sit this one out for a little while until things calm down. And I kind of wanted to go into the booster box prices and also help you understand why booster box prices are what they are based on the cards inside and how recently the product was released. Just going into, you know, Phantasmal Flames and Mega Evolution, helping you understand why the price on Phantasmal Flames has already started, as you can see here, to go up very rapidly. And you can kind of see the supply has started to dwindle down to, you know, 60 or so sold this month, and the price has already started jumping up all the way from, we had at the bottom there about 212, and we're already up to 293. And you want to know why? This is why. Charizard. Let's go back. Charizard. Two of the top cards in the set are Charizards. And I mean, you can see it there, just the price difference between those two and then the rest of the set. Even the fourth most expensive card right now is a Charizard again. And you know, it's what people want. If you look at the I know I don't have the ETB pulled up, but if you look at the Elite Trainer box, Charizard's on it. You know, and that hasn't started jumping yet, so I would assume it's probably going to be next, starting to go up in price. You know, you can see the supply there has started to dwindle, so demand is going to shoot up. So I think that looking at the supply is huge on TCG Player. The fact that you can see that almost tells you what's going to happen next, and that is a really cool feature. And I can't wait to really dig deep and just do what I need to do and get the TCG Player market price history onto an Excel spreadsheet, so I can kind of keep up with everything all at once in the market and understand that a little bit better. Do it for both the Japanese side and the English side. That's going to be extremely helpful. I just kind of need to sit down and do it, and I'll thank myself later for that, especially whenever we start getting into purchasing product and starting the business. All right, and moving on to the Mega Evolution box, you can kind of see here that it's right around 270. Supply is dropping low, and the demand is kind of staying a little stagnant. Well, if we looked at the Phantasmal Flames booster box, you can see whenever the supply started to dwindle, price shot up. Well, if you're looking at Mega Evolution, you can see that hasn't happened yet. So it's a pretty good indicator that what is in the set kind of matters right now, especially with the sets being so new and still in rotation, all that good stuff. But also a good indicator that price will start to go up. Just in the market we're in right now. This is not in, you know, future markets and kind of like a little bit of a downturn. That's not an indicator that that is always the case, but supply and demand is what we're all basically investing by, and it is the number one indicator for price going up. And I think that what affects these right now and what can maybe help you out in the future if you're investing in Pokemon is just looking at this chart right here. Once the supply starts to go down some, and you can kind of see that right here, the 3 month is just all over the place for Mega Evolution, but I mean, at least you know it's a little bit consistent right around the, on average there, 250. And yeah, you want to know why? Look at the top card. About half of what the top card was in the Phantasmal Flames set, and no Charizard. Where's Charizard? He is not in the set, and that's gonna affect the price. You know, looking down, I mean, there are some cool cards. I mean, we're looking at that Venusaur. I mean, we got a Gen 1 starter in the set, just like Phantasmal Flames, but unfortunately it's Venusaur, and Venusaur don't get as much love as Charizard does. And I mean, that's just kind of the way it has been and probably will be for the foreseeable future. And you know, I remember, it was Champion's Path had Charizard, and everybody hated it, but it had Charizard on it. So guess what? It was expensive, and the price has gone up. And I'm curious what the price of Champion's Path is right now. Champion's Path brings back so many memories. I remember buying, I think this is one of the first kind of products I purchased right here, was this with the dub wool on the front. I remember having that promo, trying to sell it on eBay. You know, it's slowly climbed up in price, and it's got a dub wool on it. But here's the ETB, and you can see right here how much the price on this thing has fluctuated, changed, and just gone up ever so slightly. And of course, this is only the 1 year. I'm sure over the course of whenever this set was released back in 2020, that it was much cheaper than it is right now. I can actually say that with 100% fact. But there he is. There's Charizard on the front. I don't know if we can see the Champion's Path set list. We found the Champion's Path set list on PokeGuardian, and the set, not too many cards, but guess what was in there? We get down there, and we had a shiny Charizard that everybody was after. And what's that shiny Charizard going for right now? Let's see. I'm on eBay finding out what the price of that Charizard is, and it's $250 to buy that card, and that made the set so special. I remember never chasing this card, of course. I didn't have the money to open that many packs, but I do remember this card coming out, and it was extremely expensive, but I mean, the artwork on it was insane, and it's still really cool, even though it doesn't have some of the flashy illustration rare stuff that's going on, you know, today. This card is just kind of a classic Charizard look, and I mean, it was a cool card. But nonetheless, Charizard was in the set, price went up, and there wasn't even many cards in Champion's Path that anybody wanted except for the Charizard. But because that was a hit that was able to be had in the set, I mean, that's all that mattered, and that's all people cared about. And I mean, looking at this card right here, I want to see what is it, a Chinese shiny Charizard V. I mean, not that that's cheap. $140 is not cheap, but I mean, to get that card is still really cool. And one of the reasons why I want to get into the other languages trying to sell Pokemon, because you get the same cards, if not some different ones, and you can get them cheaper, and I mean, they're just as cool. It's the card. I mean, how many of you guys look and read the attacks on the card? I can tell you, I don't. And how many of you guys even look at the name unless it's a new Pokemon? No one. So why does it even matter what it says on it? We know what Pokemon is on that card. And I just think that's I mean, even the back, you look at the back of a Chinese card and it looks just like our cards. And I'm going to have to get into Chinese cards as well, because I mean, they're just as cool. You can get the same cards, and I would love just getting product out there. And you know, these look, I mean, the Japanese cards, they look different on the back, so you can tell. But like, you look at the back of this card and it looks exactly like an English card. The only thing is the front and the language. And anyway, that's kind of the end of my rant right now, but it's so telling what cards are in the set to the popularity of the set, and if Charizard's in it, it's going to be valuable. And I kind of wanted to just prove that in this video. So thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe, and